Today we are upgrading a hard drive to a solid state. But first things first, we gotta get a solid state. So I'm over here at Best Buy. We're gonna grab a solid state hard drive and then head to the customer's location. I like Samsung. These are all external. Oh, no, those are internal. I don't need 4 terabytes. WD Blue. Don't see any internal Samsungs. I need SATA. You know, I think there's another spot that they have solid state. So let me go check it out. Well, they would be right here. Looks like we're going with this one. Small. I think that's what I want. But ooh, do they even have any in stock? Let me check the website. Well, they don't got it in stock. Some other time, I guess. You guys got to deal with the iPhone. How's it going? Thank you much. Have a good one.
Yep, you too.
All right, drive is secure. We got just a 1 terabyte. Just a 1 terabyte hard drive. That's all we needed. Pretty much the way this is going to work, or why we're replacing our hard drive, is that there's a computer that's really slow there, and come to find out it's got a spin hard drive in it. The difference between a hard drive and a solid state drive is the hard drive has a bunch of platters in it, and they're all stacked together, and they're spinning at thousands of RPMs, like 8,000 RPMs. Think of it like a CD, like a bunch of CDs inside of a little metal disc spinning around, and there's a little read head on there, and the read head just goes back and forth and reads to all those platters. And today's standards, it is kind of slow, even though like mechanically it's awesome. It's like the amount of technology that's in modern hard drives right now is crazy. It's kind of weird how like we've moved on to just microchips now. On these solid states, that's all they are. They're just chips. And the cool thing about them is that they're incredibly fast. Give you an example, those spinning hard drives, you know, the more modern ones that are spinning at 77,000 RPMs, and those read heads they're the G load on those read heads that are flipping back and forth on the platters. I mean, they're pushing like 200, 300 Gs on those read heads. Even with all that speed and technology and accuracy and stuff like that, they can only get about 130, 140 megabytes per second on them. But these solid states here, like this solid state right here, this one is 540 megabytes per second, which is, you know, at least 3-4 times as big, or 4 times as fast. So, and the funny thing is that this is SATA. So you're actually limited to the interface on these drives here. If you get the solid state drives that are NVMe drives, they can hit 8,000 megabytes per second, if not faster. So solid states are kind of the way to go. I think you can still get higher density, like out of one drive. I think you can get higher density out of physical hard drives than solid states. I've seen hard drives anywhere between 16 and 32 terabytes per drive, but you're not gonna ever get the speed on it. And most desktop PCs, they just care about speed. They don't need that amount of storage, really. This customer, they got the hard drive in there. It's slow, so we're just gonna swap them out. We're gonna clone the drive and move it to the solid state, and then that way we don't have to reformat or anything. We could just clone the drive, put it on the solid state, throw the solid state back into the computer, and a speed increase, you know, of 4 times faster now. So we're here.
Valid credential.
Okay, I already did that one. We're gonna do this one today. Let's go see how long. We're gonna time it here. We're hit the button. We're sitting at 2 minutes still of boot time. Might as well clean you. Oh, well, that's booting. Let me just get this going then. So I'll show you what you need at least. I got this thing. This is Insignia SATA drive. It can do hard drives or solid state drives, or 3.5 inch and 2.5 inch drive base there. So you can put a solid state in there or put a full hard drive in there. I like it. I like it because it's two bays, so you can put one drive here and one drive here and then clone it, right one drive to the other. I don't necessarily like to do that, but I'll show you why in a little bit. Laptop, drill, I need a Phillips bit for that. Oh, dropped it. Oh, hey, look, we're up. That was 4.5 minutes. Cool. Oh, what's the password? All right, time to pull you out. There's the hard drive. So inside here, the round thing here, there's those platters I was telling you about. There's where you plug it in. And I'm just gonna see if we can pop it out. If it's cradle. There we go. We're just gonna slap that like that. Okay, there's a switch back here. Boom. We got light. I heard it spin up. Do we have? Maybe. Oh, there she is. So what I use to clone is the Macrium Reflect. I bought this app not too long ago, but it's actually come in handy quite a bit. One thing I like to do is, I mean, yeah, you could take the solid state, put the solid state in there, and then clone from one drive to the other. However, I am very scared to do that. The reason is that, let's say I put this drive in here, and then I clone it. Well, there's a good chance, because you just have numbers in here, you know, drive letters and stuff. But I'm not always 100% sure that I am cloning from this correct drive to the solid state or vice versa. Now, you can always double check yourself and do it that way. However, this is a for sure way that I'm never going to overwrite the data on that drive. Is if I just read that drive, make an image of it, pull that drive out, put the solid state in, put the image back on it. That way I don't copy over blank data on the solid state onto the hard drive. I'm making sure that I'm not wiping this drive on accident. So I'm gonna do a read-only backup, save it to my computer, and then restore it back onto the solid state. I'm gonna do backup, image selected disks. I already selected them. So folder, we're gonna do that. Hit next. Is there anything on here? Nope, that's for scheduling backups. The cool thing is about this is you can have scheduled backups, which is kind of nice, but we're just doing a quick one here. We're doing a full backup of hard disk 2, drive D, or partition D, drive letter D. Hard disk 2, drive letter E, hard disk 2, and then apparently there's a third one there. Oh, it's the recovery image. So on this hard drive, since it's like a boot drive, I'll show you. It's got a system drive and a Windows drive. Those are both on this Hitachi drive. But there's also a third partition we can't see. It doesn't have a drive letter, but it's the backup recovery image on the drive. It just doesn't have a drive letter. It's just fine. We're gonna back that up too. Destination is my backup. All right, drive is spinning up now. It's going. It'll take a little bit. And you can hear that thing. Sheesh. All right, we'll let it do its thing for a little bit. I'll show you around. So I installed a UniFi access control system on this, which is really nice. Here's the door frame for it, or the card reader for it. You can put a card reader on here. There's a keypad on here you can do. Your cell phone can unlock it, etc. And then here's, whenever you put a badge or anything on there, oh, it's got a camera on there too, so you can actually ring the doorbell. I'll show you that in a minute. That unlocks the strike down here. But the cool thing is, there's a little doorbell right here. If you swipe up on it, it rings the UniFi phones, and so you can just answer it right here, except you can talk to the person out there and then hit the unlock button. That way they can they don't have to go to the door to unlock it and let somebody in. I also got cameras everywhere. Those are recording. I have a picture. I can't get down to the network rack, but I'll show you a picture of it. Network rack down in the basement. Almost there. Come on, little guy, you can do it. Boom. All right, time to turn this one off. Hit the eject button. All right, time for this dude. So this should go a lot faster. Do you hear that? Nothing. It's completely silent. It's still showing the old drive on there, so we're just gonna go to view and then refresh there. And now it shows the empty hard drive there. So I'm gonna click on restore, browse for an image or backup file to restore. Do the one today, open. Once we click that, we're gonna click up that backup that we just did there. Check the date and time on there. Then we're gonna click on restore. We wanna restore those 3 partitions that we backed up. Select a disk. Don't wanna do that one. That's the one, that's my current C drive. You wanna do disk 2 there, the one that's completely blank. CT1000BX is what we have. That's BX, well, it's BX500. Yep, well, it says, yeah, BX500 there. So that's the right drive, so that's what we want. So source, that backup folder, destination, my drive, hit next. This is double checking everything. Image source, that backup folder, but the destination disk is now the BX500. Those are the 3 partitions it's copying over. Let's go to finish. All right, we'll let it do its thing here. It's going a lot faster though, so we'll see what happens here in a little bit. Almost there. Boom, it's done. Turn this off. We don't gotta wait for it to spin down, so we'll just pop her out. I'll plug her in. So one caveat to this is that we're going to a smaller drive bay, so this is gonna be loose in here, but there's no exposed circuit board on this, so it should be fine to move around. It's not like it's a laptop and oh. All right. Let's power it on. See how long it takes now to boot up. 15 seconds so far. I think last time it took about 4 or 5 minutes last time. Let's see how fast it goes now. 30 seconds since I pushed the button. Huh. All right, about 45 seconds. That's actually, there was probably some hardware changes that needed to be happened. Some hardware configuration that needed to be happening in Windows. Let me try it one more time, see if we can do it a little faster. 3, 2, 1, now. All right, 10 seconds. $20 seconds. Oh, that was so fast. 30 seconds now. Oh, 32 seconds. See, yeah. So much faster now. Oh, is the keyboard? Oh, the keyboard's not plugged in. Oh, there it is. Let's get that plugged in. Boom. All right, desktop. Stuff is fast. Let's see here. Still got all their files. Files are still all there. Just click on random things here. All right, I think we're good to go. Left a little sticky note here. Old drive, old slow drive. All right, pack up, clean up, get out of here. You know, I'm actually kind of bummed I didn't get to use this. I've only been able to use it a couple times. It's brand new. It's got a cool little magnetic thing from a bit there. All right, well, that was a quick and easy one for the day. See you on the next one.